Hello folks and welcome back to the channel. It has been a while, but we finally did it. My first little project is finished. Kinda. The last time I updated you about this little project, we were getting 1 point for each small square we destroyed, which was then displayed to our score in the UI. We closed the video with the intention to add a 1-minute timer to the game, so that our title, Split It in 60, actually starts to make sense. So after watching some tutorials and putting some code together, I eventually pressed the play button to see if it works. And no, obviously it didn't work. The UI on the top left was showing time left correctly, but the actual time was missing. It was just blank. Funny enough, the actual timer was working, meaning that after 1 minute the game would stop and an additional UI would show up with the restart button that, as the name is gently suggesting, would let you restart the game. Since I wasn't getting close to a solution, I decided to put my mind on some other aspects of the game. I felt like there was some need of some kind of feedback when destroying the squares. I've seen the Unity particle system being used by many other game devs, so I thought, why not? Said and done, I just added a particle system without really knowing what I was doing. And the results perfectly showcase it. As you can see, the particles don't really fit the game. They are too soft, stay there for too long, and the shape just doesn't make any sense. So I did what I do best, I googled it. And after some experiments I came up with a solution. And it's looking quite okay if I do say so myself. Seeing the particles fitting that nicely into the game made me want to add some music as well. While it's cool to watch at it, it also needs to sound nice. Luckily, Tutmo, a fellow YouTuber currently working on his top-down RPG called Refna,
link in the description below,
uploaded a track which in my humble opinion fits perfectly to my project Split It in 60. But before adding some music, I really want a timer to properly work. Just how am I supposed to make it work? Well, let's search for some more tutorials. After around 2 hours of struggle, I finally got it to work properly. In the end, I only had to move one line of code below the other. What do you want me to say? I guess that's the struggle of people just learning a new skill. Now that the timer is up and running, I want to change the UI for it. Instead, I want the time remaining to show on top of the screen, with some transparency, so that it almost looks like it's part of the background. Here's the result. It's not perfect, but it works fine for us. Now, all these steps took me quite a while, mainly because I had to prioritize some other things these past weeks. First, I built myself a new computer. Nothing too fancy, but for me personally, fancy enough to be super excited about it. I will leave the specs of my new computer in the description below for those of you who are interested in it. Next, a fellow YouTuber called Artindi initiated a really cool event called Pixelmania, together with some other game devs. Basically, you get a daily theme and create some pixel art based on that. The event went through the full month of May, and I really wanted to participate, which I did. This was a good exercise for me to get in touch with pixel art, since it's one art form that I really want to get better at and to use for some future games. I made a daily video of each pixel art I did so far, so feel free to check them out if you'd like. A link to Artindi's channel will be in the description below as well, and you should definitely check him out. I want to say that this little project was quite fun and challenging at the same time, and I'm extremely happy that it is somewhat playable now. I will continue learning C# and Unity as well as learning how to do pixel art. You can play the game yourself on itch.io through your browser. Now, there is no pause option and you have to put the game in full screen for it to work properly. And yeah, that's it. I will play 1 minute, just stick around and see how good I am at my own game. And try to beat my record and write in the comments below. Thank you for watching and see you next time.